Praise the Lord. Hi friends, welcome you all. Today in this video we are going to solve the exercise questions, that is exercise 2.1 from the chapter of relations and functions. We are going to solve all the problems from first exercise, that is exercise 2.1. Okay, so no introduction required for this. We shall directly go on to the first question. First question is very clear here. If a ordered pair, we know it's an ordered pair, x by 3 plus 1 and y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3, comma 1 by 3. You have to find the values of x and y. Okay. So this is usually a one marker question. Sometimes it has also been asked 2 marks because two unknown values x and y are there. Okay. It's a very important and a very easy question. Okay. So I've written down the given ordered pairs. Now what do you mean by ordered pairs are equal? So if the ordered pairs are equal, then the corresponding terms are equal. So what are the corresponding term? I have x by 3 plus 1. This is equal to 5 by 3. From this I'm going to get the value of x. Okay, so how you're going to, now there are chances of student cancelling 3 and 3 here and making a mistake. Please be very careful. You cannot cancel 3 here unless you take the LCM. So if you take the LCM, this will remain as x and this 3 will be cross multiplied. So 1 into 3 is equal to 3. So this is nothing but 5 by 3. Now the denominators you can cancel here. 3 and 3 gets cancels. This is nothing but multiplying 3 on both sides. Okay. Therefore, you will get x plus 3 is equal to 5. Therefore, you will directly get x is equal to 5 plus 3, 5 minus 3, isn't it? You will get x is equal to 5 minus 3. Therefore, you get x is equal to 2 is the answer for x. Okay. In the same way, we shall solve for y. So now you take separately y minus 2, sorry, minus this is my y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. In the same way, let's take the LCM. LCM will be 3. If you cross multiply, you will get 3y minus 2. This is equal to 1 by 3. Similarly, 3 and 3 gets cancels. You will be left over with 3y minus 2 is equal to 1. Take 2 to the right hand side. Because it is minus 2, when you take it to the right hand side, you will become plus 2. So it is 1 plus 2. 3y will be 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3. Therefore, the value of y is nothing but 3 divided by 3. This is equal to 1. Therefore, you can write clearly the value of 1 is nothing but 1. Okay. In this way, you can solve the question. Now, moving on to the second question. Let's have a look at the second question. If a set A has 3 elements, okay, so note down what he says. He is saying set has 3 elements means n of A, that is number of elements in the set A is 3, okay, and set B is equal to 3, 4, 5. Now look here, if I say B is equal to 3, 4 and 5, now can you tell me how many number of elements are in B? It is quite clear, 3 elements. Okay, very simple. Now, then find the number of elements in A cross B. So what does he want? So he wants n of A into B. That is n of A into B is question mark. Okay, it's a very simple question, dear students. It's a 1 mark question. So n of A intersection B is nothing but, you know the formula. It is n of A into n of B. Okay, is it clear? So this will be nothing but, what is n of A? You have found it as 3 into what is n of B? That is also 3. This is nothing but 9. Okay. Therefore, the number of elements in A cross B is 9. Usually this would be a 1 mark question. You need not write the answer in words. Okay. So this will complete the question. Let's go on to the question number 3. So let's look at the question number 3. If G is equal to 7, 8 and H is equal to 5, 4, 2, find G cross H and H cross G. Okay, it's a very simple question. Any one of the option, that is either G cross H or H cross G, can be asked for 1 mark. Let me write down what are the sets G. G is nothing but, the elements are 7 and 8 and the elements of H are very simple, it is 5, 4, 2. Now you know that in the set the order of the elements does not matter. You can write it as 2, 4, 5, does not matter. Okay, it will still be the same. Now let us find G cross H. That is the first one here. Therefore, G cross H, it's a very simple one. Remember, you will get an ordered pair. Start pairing. First, this is the way usually I take. Take first element from the first set and keep pairing with all the elements in the second set. Okay, so this is nothing but I can pair with 7 with 5. Sorry, it is 7 comma 5. So 7 is paired with 5. Similarly, 7 should be paired with 4, 7, 4, and 7 should be paired with 2. Okay, in the same way, take this next element here. I have second element is 8. So pair 8 with 5. Similarly, 8 is paired with 4 and 8 is paired with 2. This will complete G cross H. Okay, as I told you, if this single term is asked, it would be asked for 1 marks. Now going on to H cross G. Remember, if you have already found out G cross H and H cross G is given, it is very simple. Just interchange the X and Y elements. Okay, it's very simple. So I have 7 comma 5. So 7 is the X element and 5 is the Y element. Interchange it. So this becomes 5 comma 7 and this becomes, yes, 4 comma 7. So 7 comma 2 becomes 2 comma 7. 8 comma 5 becomes 5 comma 8 and this becomes 4 comma 8 and this becomes 2 comma 8. Okay, in case if you start doing H cross G, you have to take this way 5 7 5 8. Only thing is order would be different, but does not matter. The answer is still correct. Okay, so see the question number 4 now. State whether each of the following statements are true or false. So this is a true or false. Sometimes this kind of questions actually would not be asked for the main examination, first PUC examination, but anything can be asked for CET. So please be careful. If the statement is false, if it is true, nothing to worry. If it is false, then you have to rewrite the given statement correctly. Okay. Now going on to the first one, you have P is equal to Mn. That is set P. The elements are M comma N, and set Q. The elements are N comma M given. Then P cross Q is equal to Mn one ordered pair and Nm one ordered pair. Now the question is it true? Now please note down, P has 2 elements, Q has 2 elements. Okay, so P cross 2 is also having 2 elements. Rather, you are supposed to have 2 into 2, 4 elements. 4 elements means 4 ordered pairs. Are you following? Ordered pair ಅಂದರೆ ಜೋಡಿಗಳು ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 into 2 4 ಜೋಡಿಗಳು ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಇರೋದೇ 2. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ P cross Q is false. So because it is false, so I have to rewrite it correctly. So let me rewrite this correctly. I want P cross Q. Remember, always it should be when you're taking an ordered pairs or a Cartesian product of sets. So this is called Cartesian product of sets. Order is very important. Means if I say P cross Q, P should be the first set. So this is nothing but, so let's start here. So it is M is paired with N. So it is Mn. Similarly, M with M. Now taking the second element, N with N. And next N with M. So this is the correct P cross Q. So moving on to the second sub question here in the fourth one. If A and B are non-empty sets, then A cross B is a non-empty set of ordered pairs X comma Y such that X belongs to A and Y belongs to B. This is nothing but he is telling A cross B is equal to every ordered pair X comma Y such that X belongs to A and Y belongs to B. We all know that this is actually the definition of A cross B. Okay, so this is actually correct. So the statement is true. Since the statement is true, we have nothing to do with. Let's go on to the next sub question. Now look here. If A is equal to 1 comma 2, B is equal to 3 comma 4, then A cross B intersection null set is null set. Now I have to check. Now what happens to A cross B intersection null set? Okay, let's check this. This is equal to, let us keep this A cross as it is. Now B intersection null set means intersection of any set with null set will definitely be a null set. Okay, now we know that if you take a Cartesian product of any set with null set, okay, this will definitely be a null set. He has told you it is null set and I've got this is null set. That means the given statement is also true and my work is complete, because if it is true, I can go further. Okay. So we have completed the question number 4. Let's go on to the question number 5. Now question number 5 is one of the important question depending on scalar it is a triple product of sets. Okay, now many times it has been asked in exams for 1 marks. Very important question, please note it down. He has given set A is equal to -1 comma 1 and you have to find A cross A cross A. Okay, this is actually question mark. Remember, this question has been asked many times for 1 marks because there are chances of students going wrong here. Okay. So this question, you have to do it carefully. You cannot directly get A cross A cross A. If you want to directly go for A cross A cross A, definitely you will go for a mistake. I'm sure you will be making a mistake. So rather, let us go step by step. First, let us find A cross A. So A cross A means write the set A, which is nothing but -1 into 1 with the same set -1 and 1. Okay, so now if you take the ordered pairs, we all know how to take the ordered pair, -1 and -1, and next -1 with 1. Start with 1 now, 1 with -1 and 1 with 1. Okay, I hope you are finding no difficulty here. Now this question, if this question is asked for 2 marks, for here to write this step you will get 1 mark. Okay, the next step is left over with, you want to get A cross A, okay, cross A. Okay, this is what I want. This is nothing but, remember, you have to take the ordered, it's a triple product, remember. Each element with here, you pair with the same set A. Okay, see, please be careful how you are going to do this. So you are going to take -1 and -1 with -1. Okay, now next. -1 with -1, take with each every element here. So this is nothing but +1. Okay, so this term with paired is over. Let's go to the next one. -1 1. So -1 1 paired with -1. Similarly, -1 1 paired with 1. Okay, now in the same way, let's go to the third pair. So 1 -1 is paired on to -1, and similarly 1 -1 is paired on to +1. Okay, so finally the last one is 1 comma 1. So 1 comma 1 is paired on to -1 and 1 comma 1 is paired on to +1. Okay, so you can see here this is the required solution. Okay, now you can actually check it out. A has 2 elements, then A cross A cross A. Actually, how many elements you should have? So it is 2 into 2 into 2, isn't it? So this is nothing but 2 4s are 8. Okay, you have to get 8 elements. You can check here. A has 8 elements. Okay, so this completes the solution for this. Before I go on to the next question, I'll give you a similar question for you as an assignment. Okay. So kindly note down the question given for homework. It's actually the similar question. Only thing is the element is changed. That is nothing but, so in place of 1 I have 1. Only in place of -1 I have given 2. Okay, kindly practice this. Work it out in the similar manner where I have done above. Okay, now let's go to the question number 6. So moving on to question number 6. The question number 6 says, if A cross B is equal to, there is a set given, okay, Cartesian product of 2 sets, you have to find A and B. It's the reverse process, means if the 2 sets are given, you know how to find out the Cartesian product. If the Cartesian product is given, can you find out these sets separately? You can still do it. Now look down, look here, he has given A cross B is A comma X, A comma Y, B comma X, B comma Y. Please note it down. If it is an ordered pair, the entire ordered pair is taken as one element. So in the set you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So definitely the set A, we know if the set A will contain all the first elements, very simple, and write it only once. So here you have A. Now here again you have A, you need not write it once again. Now going on to the set next element B, okay, very simple question. Okay, if you go to the next one, again you have B, so this completes my set A. Okay, in the similar way, you can go for set B. B contains all the second elements in A cross B. Second elements means elements of Y. So here the first second element you have is X, and in the second ordered pair the second element you have is Y. Now going on to third element, I have already taken X. Fourth element I have already taken Y. So I have B is equal to X comma Y. So this actually completes my solution. In case you have any doubt, you can check it this way. Therefore, now look here, number of elements, this is just for verification. Number of elements in A is 2 and number of elements in B is 2. Now check actually how many elements in n of A into B has. So n of A into B actually has 4 elements. That is 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Therefore our calculation is correct. Okay, it's a very simple question, definitely can be asked in the examination. Okay, it's not just always about examination point of view, you have to understand the questions and the concept neatly. Yeah, so we are done with question number 6. Let's go on to question number 7. So question number 7 goes like this. Let A is equal to 1, 2, set B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, set C the elements are 5, 6 and the set D is 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to verify that two conditions are given. We have to verify. Okay, first one is I have to show A cross B intersection C is A cross B into A cross C, the distributive property. Okay, the second one I have to show is A cross C is a subset of B cross D. I have to verify. Okay, let us verify one by one. First let us note down the data and then verify. So I have written down the data in detail. Set A, B, C and D. I have to verify for the first one. A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B into A cross C. First let me find any one. For LHS I want B intersection C. So if I get B intersection C, what is actually B intersection C? The common elements. Now in B the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4 and in C the elements are 5 and 6. Now check here, there are no common elements in these two sets. Therefore it is a null set. Okay, please be careful. Therefore, now if you take A cross B intersection C, okay, this is actually nothing but A cross B intersection C is a null set. This will definitely give me null set. Let me take it as equation 1. Okay, now let us find out these two sets and check the intersection. Now for the second case, let me get A cross B. Okay, let us find out A cross B. So A the elements are 1, 2 and B the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you take the Cartesian product, what you're going to get? You will get 1, 1, okay, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay, similarly, starting with the element 2, so you get 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 and 2, 4. Okay, so this is my A cross B. Okay, similarly, let me find A cross C. So A cross C is nothing but, so take the Cartesian product of set A with set C. So let me start with 1 pairing on to 5 and 1 pairing on to 6. Similarly, 2 is paired on to 5 and 2 is paired on to 6. So this completes my required sets. So I have got A cross B and I have got A cross C. Okay. Therefore, what is A cross B? Intersection A cross C. Now if you find out, please check whether there are any common elements. So I have 1, 1, I don't have here. 1, 2, no. 1, 3, no. 1, 4, no. 2, 1, I don't have. 2, 2, I don't have. 2, 3, I don't have. 2, 4, I don't have. That means there are no common element in these two element sets. That means A cross B intersection A cross C is null set. This is my equation 2. Actually, LHS was equation 1. and RHS is equation 2. Okay, from equation 1 and 2 we can write this. Okay, so please note down, this is the final conclusion. Dear students, kindly have the habit of writing the complete conclusion in the last step. So particularly for more than 2 mark questions, for 2, 3, 5 mark questions, your conclusion has to be very clear. So from equations 1 and 2 we have A cross B intersection C, that is LHS, is equal to A cross B into A cross C. So that completes my verification. Okay, so in the same I have a second sub question here. So second question I have to verify is, I have to verify A cross C is a subset of B cross D. Let's start. Now A cross C, we have already found it out. Okay, A cross C is already ready. So let me take, it is 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6. Okay, this is ready. Now let me go for B cross D. Okay, please be very careful. B cross means you should always start with elements of B and pair with elements of D. So 1 will go on to 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8. Similarly for each element. Okay, please be very careful. You should not skip any element. So you will starting with B, isn't it? So 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8. Okay, similarly the second element you have in B is 2. So similarly you will get 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. Okay, so second element is done. Let's take element 3. So this will be nothing but 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8. Similarly, the last element you have is 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 8. So this completes my B cross D. Okay. Therefore, now check whether when will I call A cross C to be subset of B cross D? When each element in A cross C, every element in A cross C should be contained in or should be present in B cross D. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸಿ ಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟು ಬಿ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಡಿ ಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ವಿತ್ 1,5 ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, 1,6 ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, 2,5 ಯಾ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 2,6 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್, so what is the conclusion I can say? Every element of A cross C is an element of B cross D. Therefore, I can write A cross C is a subset of B cross D, and that concludes our solution for question number 7. Okay, let's move on to the question number 8. So moving on to question number 8, let A is equal to 1,2 and B is equal to 3,4. Write A cross B, that means the Cartesian product of two sets. How many subsets will A cross B have? List them. Okay, so let's take the question, note down the data and solve it. So I've taken down the set A, which is 1,2, and the set B, which is 3,4. Okay, now first thing what we'll do it is, we'll find A cross B. I have to find A cross B. So how do you find A cross B? Just the ordered pair. So 1 paired on with 3. So it is 1, 3, 1, 4. Similarly, it is 2, 3. Okay, 2 with paired on to 3 and 2 paired on to 4. Okay, now you can see here. Now how many elements does A cross B have? You have the number of elements in A cross B is nothing but 4. Okay, now you have to find how many subsets will A cross B have. How many subsets will A cross B have? So hope you remember the formula. If the set has n elements, okay, if the set has n elements, then the total number of subsets would be 2 power of n. Okay, hope you remember the formula which has been done in this chapter of sets. So therefore, the total number of subsets of A cross B will be nothing but 2 power of n. N means how many elements you have? 4. So this is nothing but What is 2 power 4? This is 16. 16. Okay. I've taken it down 16. Now you have to list the all the subsets of A cross B. So how can we list it? We can either say therefore P of A cross B. So P of A cross B means what? Power set of A cross B. So this will contain all the subsets of A cross B. We know power set is the set of all subsets. Okay, so this will contain all the subsets. First set will be the null set. First subset, because null set is a subset of every set. Next, go for singleton ordered pairs. Okay, singleton 1 comma 3, singleton 1 comma 4. Remember, please remember, singleton is an element and the power set will have set as the element. Okay, remember. Now next, going on with 2 comma 3 ordered pair, not the elements. Please be careful, you have to write ordered pair. Next, 2 comma 4 ordered pair singleton will be the subset. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 another elements are there. Next we'll go on with 2 pairs each. So I'll take 1 3 1 4. Okay, similarly I'll take 1 3 2 3. Okay, and finally I'll take 1 3 and 2 4. So 2 elements each. So this with this element it is done. Now going on with 1 4, I cannot take 1 3 because it's already taken. So if I take 1 4 along with 2 3 I can take. Next I can take 1 4 along with 2 comma 4. Okay, now I've done with 1 comma 4. Let's go take 2 comma 3. Okay, now I cannot take 2 comma 3 with 1 comma 3, which is already there. Cannot take 2 comma 3 with 1 comma 4, that is also there. I can only take 2 comma 3 as a next element would be 2 comma 4. This completes all the subsets with 2 elements. Okay. Now let me take the sets having 3 elements. So 3 elements means I can take 1 3, 1 4 and 2 3. Any order you can take, because anyhow you have to take all the orders. Next I will take 1 3, 1 4. This time I'm going to take 2 comma 4. Okay, so this 2 with this and this 2 with this is done. Now if you want, you can check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So 13 subsets are done. You have to get 16. You have to have an idea of that. So only 3 more are left over. So out of 3, don't forget, the final one would be the entire set itself. That means you have to write 2 more subsets. Now let me leave off 1 comma 3 and take these 3 pairs. So in the 3 element pair, both the times I have 1 comma 3, I'm leaving out 1 comma 3. So I have 1 4 2 3 2 4. Okay, now next, in the next subset I will leave out the ordered pair 1 comma 4 and see what happens. So you will have 1 3 2 3 2 comma 4. Okay, so this will complete my 15 elements. And next, the final one, the last one, you can simply write A cross B itself. Okay, so this will complete. These 16 are the subsets of the given set A cross B. Okay, I don't think so this question would be asked directly in the examination, but anyhow you should know the procedure how to do it. Okay, right, done with question number 8. Let's move on to question number 9. You can also write the conclusion. Therefore, number of elements in, remember, number of elements in power set of A cross B. Okay, number of element in power set of A cross B is nothing but 2 power of 4. That is nothing but 16, which has already been written there. Okay, so let's read the question number 9. Let A and B be 2 sets such that n of A is equal to 3. So let me write down the data. And n of b is equal to 2. Okay, written down. Next, if x comma 1, y comma 2, z comma 3 are in a comma b, is a cross b, not the complete set, they are in. Okay, now that means I can say this set, what I can say, set x comma y, set y comma 2, set z comma, this set is a subset of, they are in a cross b means it is a subset of a cross b. Okay, now I have to find a and b, that is set a and set b, where x, y, z are distinct elements. Okay, now please be very careful, it's a very simple question. Now let me say this is a subset of a cross b. Now this is contained in a cross b means set a will contain all first element, isn't it? So take all the first elements. So you can take first element in the first ordered pair is x, first element in the second ordered pair is y, and the first element in the third ordered pair is z. I think I can complete this set because you can see here set A should, number of elements in set A is 3. I've already got 3 elements. It's a very simple one. Now similarly going on to set B, I should get 2 elements. We know set B is all the second elements. So here the second element is 1, second element is 2, again it is 1. I need not again write it. So I wanted number of elements in B is 2. I have got the elements, and this concludes the solution for this question. Okay, very simple question. If it is asked, it would be a 2-mark question. Okay, so let's go on to the one last question in the exercise, question number 10. So here comes your question number 10. The Cartesian product A cross A, that means the Cartesian product of set A with itself has 9 elements, it seems. That means the number of elements in A cross A is equal to 9. Okay, remember the set is taking a cross product with itself, therefore definitely the number of elements, this will imply the number of elements in A should be 3, because only then you will get 3 into 3 will give me 9. Okay, please note it down. Among which, so out of thus 9 elements, among which are -1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. That is, so I can also say this set containing -1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1 is a subset of A cross A. Okay, are you following? Next, what you have to find? Find the set A. First you have to find the set A and the remaining elements of A cross A. You should have 9 elements, only 2 are given. You have to find out the remaining 7. Okay, therefore it's a very simple question. You have to note down carefully. Therefore we know A cross means you taking elements with the same set. That means the number of, the elements in set A should be definitely -1 should be in the set A, 0 should be in the set A, and 1 also should be in the set A, because as I told you, you are taking the Cartesian product of A on the same, on itself. That means these are the elements. I told you n of A, the number of elements in set A should be 3. So please note it down. I wanted n of A to be 3. I have already got the 3 elements. Which are the 3 elements? Now let us find the remaining elements. That is, let us completely find out A cross A. Therefore we will get all the remaining elements along with these two. So A cross A is nothing but, let me write it down, the set which is nothing but -1 0 1 with cross product same set -1 0 1. Remember, you have to have 9 elements here. Let us check which are those 9 elements. So starting with -1 pairing on with each element here. So -1 comma -1, -1 with 0 and -1 with 1. Okay, similarly pairing with 0, 0 with -1, 0 with 0, 0 with 1. Okay, similarly the third element here is 1 with -1. Okay, no need of comma here. Next 1 with 0, and finally the last element 1 with 1. Okay, if you want you can check here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Therefore you can write number of elements in A cross A is equal to 9. Okay, so I actually had started with 9 elements. I found out all the 9 elements. Okay, therefore you can conclude the conclusion of this solution as hence the proof, or you can say hence proved. Okay, this concludes the solution for question number 10 and also the all the questions from exercise 2.1. Okay, hope you have understood this question and all the solution of the video from exercise 2.1. Okay, so if you have understood this video, if you like, kindly don't forget to share the video with all of your friends. And thanks for watching the video. We will meet again in the next video with the next exercise. Okay, until then, take care. Bye.